2, 1.
Alright guys, welcome to the Cheesy North podcast with our special guest today, Simmo, or also known as my brother.
Tyrannical Simmo.
Alright, so we're just going to get into it today. We're going to interview Tyrannical Simmo today, and we have a few questions for him.
Oh, how professional.
A few questions.
Just a few.
For,
maybe a couple.
Mr. Tyrannical
37,000.
Simmo.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
good
Mr.
to be here.
Should we call you Mr. Tyrannical Simmo, or should we just call you Tyrannical Simmo, or what do you want to be called?
Just call me Simmo.
Simmo?
Simmo.
Simmo's a good one. Simmo. That's what everybody calls you, isn't it? That was a
Yeah.
dumb question.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. All right, so we got Simmo here. Dustin, what you gonna tell us just a little bit about your channel and what you mainly do? I mean, I think that everyone generally who knows you is going to know what you do. However, I'd like to hear it from the
Right on. Well,
Dragon's
thanks to
Mouth.
all the homies who popped over to come watch the stream. Appreciate y'all being here. For those of you who don't know who I am Tyrannical Simmo. I play mostly dinosaur survival content on YouTube. I stream for the most part and occasionally make uploads about a lot of these games which are in early access. So we're all thirsty for content, so I'm always doing the best I can to keep people informed. But you know, who knows? The future is wide and bright.
wide and bright. So, with that being said, would you say that your main source of streaming is the Isle?
Most definitely,
Yes.
definitely. That's where I started. It was, I don't know, I just kind of fell into it. I ended up playing the game and just making like this connection with
Right.
it. I don't know, it was something cool, just like being in the shoes of the dinosaur. I mean, dinos don't wear shoes, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I was like, damn, dude, like, I'm living the life of a T-Rex
Living in the
right now. This
claws.
is so cool.
Print.
And if anyone's familiar with the Isle, you know how incredibly punishing it can be to start. So I played, died, ran around, starved, died of dehydration, and then finally I was blessed to come upon a family of T-Rexes, and they took me in. And I was like, damn, this is awesome.
That
I feel
was
like
your
this is really my parent. These are like my
That
little
was your,
siblings.
That was
That's
like your
true.
first like
Yeah.
round moment with the Isle when you like really felt like this is a game I could really sit down and put some time into.
Yeah, and
That's really cool.
I didn't
Yeah.
even think about streaming it for the longest time. When I started thinking about streaming it was after I met Ampman777. He was
Shout
a
out.
streamer of the Isle. He doesn't stream so much anymore. He's more known these days as the owner of the Bio Isle, but once upon a time he did streaming, and I was just chilling with him. I didn't even know. We were just in a T-Rex family together, and he's like, alright guys, well I'm hopping off, go check me out on YouTube. I'm like, oh, word. People stream this game? Who's
Wow.
gonna sit through hours of doing just
Right.
about nothing?
Yeah. Yep. A lot.
Amazing.
Yeah.
A lot of people. They
I was
love
like,
it.
damn, he's just about to hit 1,000 subscribers. Maybe I could do this.
Yeah.
And you've done well.
Yeah.
We're at 9,800 subscribers.
I was just gonna ask how many.
Yeah.
Just about to hit 10,000.
Yeah.
Just under 10K.
Yeah, and
Wow.
just announced 9,000 like not even a month ago.
So with
I would say
that-
maybe a month ago.
How do you
About-
feel? How do you feel
about a
about
month.
getting to almost 10,000 subscribers? Like for real, what do you feel like your fan base, your whole Discord universe that you have? I mean, how does that make you feel?
Great.
How do you feel about it?
I mean, if it wasn't for like the Isle community, I probably would have moved on a long time ago. But the people who play the game are just really genuinely nice people. For the most part,
You get a few cold-hearted killers in there.
there are some cold-hearted killers out there. But yeah, no, just people are friendly.
Awesome.
They're nice. They're welcoming. They're generous with the subs.
Yes.
I mean, it's great. So I kept playing the Isle, and here I am. With the channel, it went from about 150. Because for those who don't know, I started YouTube in 2007, just making music videos on Windows Movie Maker
I remember.
to my favorite movies.
Yeah.
And I got like 150 subs and then left it for like 10 years.
10 years. Yeah.
And yeah, now we're pushing 10,000 and it's
Yeah.
been about 2.5 years. I started streaming beginning of 2018.
Wow. So it's been a long road, but a very prosperous one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's been great. I mean,
Heck yeah.
it took me about a year to get to 500, and then I had like a short little hiatus of a few months, and then it took me about another year to turn that 500 into almost 10,000. So
Wow.
it's been going great.
Yeah, that's a.
Thanks to all you guys.
Yes.
Mwah. Love you.
Goodness gracious.
Much appreciated.
So much support.
So much, yeah. So, I mean, let's say, just as a hypothetical situation, as me and Chris really like to do. Christ really like we really like to do on this podcast. If a hypothetical situation, if the aisle was, I know there's an update coming out. We'll talk about that a little bit in a little while here. But I did want to say, if the aisle was to just go under, completely gone, there was no aisle. Like it just got like a huge lawsuit.
I can understand. Wouldn't be the first time it's happened in the dinosaur survival genre.
Okay.
There's been a couple in the past that have just like
tanked.
Yeah, they're just gone one day.
Right.
Wow.
Dev team bolts with the money or whatever.
Right. So I mean, what would you go to? I mean, what would be your go-to?
Now I have some options. There's actually the dinosaur survival genre is actually a growing genre.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, yeah.
Well,
last year there was another game called Beast Super Muta that launched.
And you've played that on your channel.
Yeah, it's much earlier than the Isle is.
Earlier in development.
And then even younger than that, there's a new one called Path of Titans coming, which looks very promising. Right. So I'd probably end up playing those, but even then I'd probably actually start looking, I don't know, maybe more into like horror video games. Because I remember when
Those are fun. Those are a lot of fun.
They are, and they're my favorite kind.
Yeah.
I mean, the things about the Isle I like the most are its horror elements. And yeah, I'd probably end up just getting more into horror games. I played Resident Evil 3 recently on my channel, but that's like my favorite game of all time being remade, so I had to do it.
We have always talked about it. Like, oh my goodness. Like, way back in the day, we would always talk about, hey, what if, like, Resident Evil 2 and 3? We used to talk about back in the day. Imagine if Resident Evil 2 and 3 got remade, that'd be amazing, but, like, I don't think we were going like far as like what they were thinking. I think we're just talking about like, you know, graphic upgrades. They went even the extra mile to add like extra like content and story filler like that you didn't get before.
That's debatable.
That's crazy.
It's debatable.
Debatable? Okay.
In Resident Evil 3, there's more in some places, less in others. But
you feel the design.
I didn't know that. I guess I didn't play it though. But what about 2? Did they do the same with 2?
They did the same with 2.
Okay.
It just meant less. The areas that they cover.
We should take a minute just to catch up on chat here, see if anyone's got any questions for you.
Yeah, does anybody have questions for the chat?
Let's interact with you guys. Specific.
Do you want to shout out Digi? Digi, absolutely. Emberfall would be a game that I would move to, and which I still might. I'm definitely keeping my eye on Emberfall. It's a game like The Isle, where you grow a creature, except they're dragons.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And so wait.
People really want a game like that.
There was a different game.
There's one that crashed and burned out the gate. We don't really talk about that one, guys.
That's the one we do not speak of.
We do not speak of that one. There is another dragon game.
I don't want to have you name it, but I remember.
It's fine. It's called Day of Dragons.
Day of Dragons, I remember that. And we talked about that. I'm
keeping a cautiously optimistic eye on it, because we know a lot of other games have had a really rough start. Maybe they'll turn it around, but I'll check back in like 6 months.
Right. So is that all we had for questions?
No, we got 13 million questions.
Ski Boys, thank you for joining.
Two Ski Boys, welcome guys. Hey, did we welcome the chat? Welcome who's in the chat?
Tristan
Welcome who's in the chat.
Chilling with absolutely nothing.
Welcome guys.
On my phone too.
Kaka, Creed, Spidey. Meanwhile, I'm here near the equator, where wearing a sweater jacket can be a death sentence. Rip Spidey.
Okay, it's a Taku has a question.
What's your question?
Bottom. If you are not into doing any gaming streams at all, there are other types of streams. What would you want to do if there was a different type of stream you were to do other than gaming?
Oh, if I were to not to do any gaming streams,
like
are there any other types of streams you'd want to do?
I reworded it a bit, but yeah.
I don't know. I haven't really thought about that. I've kind of always been a gaming channel, but if there was something else I'd like to do, it'd maybe be like, if you could stream it like travel vlogging.
Yeah.
Like I remember when Kaylee and I went to go do our Paleo Adventures fossil dig.
Yeah.
I really wanted to stream it on the drive. I wanted to spend some of the time just chatting with people, hanging out since I was away from the computer. But y'all know South Dakota.
Yeah.
Good luck with the signal.
Yeah.
I would have to find a way around it.
I feel like there's some kind of equipment that you can get.
I wonder if you could get a
Verizon
hotspot jetpack. They're called a jetpack.
That's what I'm saying.
Throw that right in your car, and I'm sure Verizon would at least
right down the car.
and you can do it off your Wi-Fi signal from your phone. But that's debatable. That is no man's land.
I watched a stream of the lead developer of the Isle, Dondi, and his friend Paradigm, who's the chief financial officer for their company. And I think they needed like 5 or 6 of those things.
Really?
To do like a steady stream, and even then it would cut out at times.
Oof,
so it's really hard to do, but I would love to figure something like that.
Yeah, going live is very tricky.
Well, I see those Facebook live
Moving,
videos
traveling,
all the time.
and
They
live
seem like
stream.
they work pretty well. I can't assume most people are always on Wi-Fi.
I think it's.
But they're probably in a city where there's good reception, not
Not
interstate
woods,
highways.
middle of North Dakota, yeah.
Not
Oh, you got a
woods.
question,
North Dakota's
Tristan?
flat, is it?
North Dakota?
It's just flat.
It's flat, except when you get to the, what is it, the Badlands? The Badlands.
Yeah.
Badlands are very hilly. But it's a dead state. I mean, I hate to say it for anybody who's from that state, but that place is like, whew, it's barren wasteland all the way out to the point where you get to anything good.
Yeah.
And even then, it's hardly worth it.
Hey, what's up, Brandon?
Hey, welcome guys.
Kaepernick.
Kaepernick, is that Brandon? Brandon
Yep.
Kaepernick, that's Brandon.
Hey, what's up, legend? Good to see ya.
Hey, welcome guys. Especially Brandon, what's up, dude? Hey.
Did you know some new dinosaurs when you played the Isle? I didn't know Oro, Shant, and Ava before I played the Isle, despite being a huge fan of dinosaurs.
Steve, you need another?
Yes. Yeah.
Me too, Kaka. I actually learned about a lot of different dinosaurs from the Isle and these other subsequent dinosaur games. A lot of my knowledge was back from when I was a little kid, and it was
That's
really
not-
rusty, so I had to like
I'm
sharpen
sorry.
it all back
You're
up.
sorry.
I'm good.
You're good? Sorry,
I got my drink right here.
Oh shit! Hey, there's one over here.
See, we stacked.
Sorry, Dustin, I didn't mean to cut you off, man. My bad.
If you were able
Much
to meet any
apologies.
5 of your moderators, which one of them would you want to meet? Digi says there's no bias. They just want to know. They just want to know.
So, yeah, since I stream, I got a host of moderators who watch my chat and help keep it clean for me. Because, you know, the internet's a scary place.
Scary place.
But luckily, actually, we're pretty lucky on the channel. We don't have a lot of, like, trolls that come in. Now that the channel's starting to grow a lot more, it's becoming a little more frequent. But early on, it was a very rare occurrence.
Like you said, too, the Isle's a good community of people.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's
Oh, very
comparing
good
to-
community.
I don't know if I want to answer that because I don't want anyone to feel left out. I would love to meet all of you guys. But, you know, probably some of, you know, just the OGs like Digi, Fisher, Jesse. I'll count MK Chris and Lady Dova as one. And Ormond would probably be the
Super
5
OG.
I would choose.
Super
to
OG.
meet
I
in
remember,
person.
yeah, because I remember back in the day, you'd always.
It doesn't
like,
discount any of you, though. Love you guys.
I remember back in the day, you would just always say like you'd talk to Jesse through Isle and stuff. So I remember that super. I think that was like even like under 500 subs and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
Jesse
she's
was...
super OG. Like,
Jesse
I
was
remember.
there on the original channel. For many of you who don't know, I used to have another channel called Tyrannical Games that I started fresh and with my school email, and that ended up getting shut down, so I lost the account entirely and just took my old YouTube account and converted that into Tyrannical Simmo. So that's where everything kind of restarted.
Would you lose all of that? Just did you lose some
About
subs?
70 subs.
Oh,
I
From
remember
0.
that was such a disappointing time.
Yeah, it was like 2 months into it.
Yeah.
I was like, I did like 35 subs the first month, a little bit more the next
So
one.
I have a question.
Wow.
I thought that we did those videos that you and me did together, like Pokemon Go Rescue and
was that on there?
and those earlier channels. I thought that was on the other account.
Gaming?
No, the Pokemon Go videos and like our little skits,
Yeah,
that's on my current channel.
it is.
It's still up
Okay.
too. You guys should go check them out. They're
Totally
pretty
worth it.
fun.
Pokemon Go Rescue. That.
Yeah.
If you guys want more of
Let's
that,
go.
definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's cool.
You'd love to make more of those.
Yeah.
I'm getting
Very, very much like Filthy Frank iDubbbz vibes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm getting one of those suits
They're
this
not-
Sunday. I'm getting one of those. I'm getting a purple one this Sunday.
They're not great, but they are to us. They're hilarious.
Yes,
'cause
we
it's
love
awesome.
them.
But if you're a fan of Dustin, he directed those. Wonderful, wonderful direction.
I was behind the camera.
We threw those together with literally nothing.
Yep,
Improv.
we just
No
went out,
game
Entire
plan,
improv,
nothing.
no
Yeah.
script.
a sort of idea of where we're going. Like the Pokemon Go Rescue one was like, all right, so what if we had like a Pokemon Go player who just couldn't stop playing?
Yes,
Like-
that was literally like one of our first ideas.
Yeah.
And we just ran with it.
It was fun.
The rest was all improv. Yeah. So that was a fun video. Those were good times.
Come roll the dice. Oh my god.
It's so funny, dude. So funny.
It's so cringy too.
Oh,
It is.
okay.
It is.
Oh,
But
it's
it's, I
cringe.
think it's almost
Cringe
like
lord.
meant to be cringy.
Yeah,
know,
it
it's
is
just
meant
like-
to be a little bit.
But yeah, those are good videos. But yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
But Dustin, I did want to ask you one thing with this YouTube career. I'm gonna jump back into my questions here real quick. Disappointments. I want to know your biggest disappointments on your during your YouTube career. What was your biggest disappointment to this day?
Probably how Resident Evil 2 performed. Because I kind of just figured out at that point that Resident Evil wasn't really going to work for my channel.
It wasn't a niche type deal.
I didn't know how to really utilize it as content. I just did playthroughs.
Right.
I did recordings of episodes. I tried to experiment a little bit, but I really wanted it to do well because I'm a huge Resident Evil fan.
Yeah.
It's my favorite series, but they just didn't perform.
Honestly,
Didn't pop
I don't
off.
think zombies are as hot as they used to be about like
I don't
4
think
years
they
ago.
When
are.
was that when you did Resident Evil 2?
That was early last year.
Early last
Right
year.
when it came out. It was still new.
And how many
I
subs
actually-
were you at that point?
About 500.
About 500. Do you
Yeah.
think if you were to perform it now, it would do better with your?
It would do
higher sub
better.
count?
Not a heck of a lot
Regardless.
better.
Yeah.
I mean, my Resident Evil 2 videos got like 20, 30 views. So,
Ouch.
yeah, huge disappointment.
Yeah.
I mean, the Resident Evil 3 videos I put out recently, they get a few hundred views. So it's not like abysmal, but
Right.
it's not like I usually get about 1,000 views on a stream. And
That's ideal. I mean, that's ideal.
yeah, and I'm working at it still a little bit. Resident Evil 3 was the big show, but
Yeah.
Resident Evil 2 was probably,
A
in
big
terms of
disappointment for
content
you.
on my channel,
Yeah.
the biggest disappointment.
But the game was good.
Yes.
Okay.
The game was great.
No, that's good.
But-
That's good.
The performance on my channel was sad.
Hard and on, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
well, I mean, and that's to be expected. I think you kind of got a real good thing going with your main platform of being a survival dinosaur based.
Yeah.
And I
to
mean, you're
be
not
frank,
stuck on that, but it's
Well, anytime I play anything else besides the Isle, the views are lower.
yeah.
Because that's what people
That's what
know
your
me for.
baseline is.
And that's what I play the most, but
I got fucking wicked feedback right now. That woo 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 is the feedback on my mic right now.
oh damn, we got feedback.
Listen,
I can hear it. What is that?
that's the feedback on the mic coming through the sound bar.
They just need to turn the bass off up there.
No,
The
it's
subwoofer. You just need to turn off the subwoofer.
it's not about the subwoofer. You're getting feedback through that microphone right now for some reason.
Really?
Yes, that's what that noise is. That's why it keeps coming in and cutting out.
Is it on multiple people mode or is it single people mode?
You're getting super bad feedback, dude.
Well, here's a question for the cheesy boys.
Ooh.
When your little cheesy company grows, would you become like the
Is
Yogcast
it good
crew and make...
What was it? Was I going through the whole time?
Hey,
Oh,
we
is
got
this
a
the
question
bass?
for us, Chris.
Oh, it's just a bass.
Yeah.
What was that?
So question for the cheesy boys. When your little cheesy company grows, would you become like Yodcast's crew and make fun into making, or make fund into making a studio?
I'll put fun. Making a studio.
It could be a possibility.
Because like I've already been trying my best to reconstruct a studio, but do you mean like rent out a place and get a full
I
on
think they
like?
more or less mean like a cast studio. The Ox cast has a few people that are on it, like Lewis and Simon do a bunch of stuff together. Sips and a couple other people.
So we're talking about getting like a crew together, like a cheesy crew.
That's what they're asking, I think. Yeah. Like
Oh, kind of maybe like the Crowder, like the live. Have you ever heard Louder Crowder? Have you ever heard Louder Crowder?
No.
Absolutely
never heard
nobody
of it.
here has heard Louder Crowder.
I know it is.
Louder Crowder. You know how he has multiple camera mode where it gets on a bunch of people? He has about like 3 people behind the soundboard, 1 dude by himself, and then there's Crowder, which is the main guy.
This is more like a Howard Stern kind of TV show, in a way. TV show / radio show thing.
Word.
Yeah, no, Crowder's still. I mean, like I think he is like about 4 mil in right now.
Yeah, I mean that could be possible depending on where this channel takes us. I mean,
But he's more of
I
like
think doing
a
stuff like
talk
this is a
show
lot of fun.
than
I think this is fun, but no, I would love. No, absolutely, I would love to get
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy, but it would take a lot more equipment.
Yeah.
A bigger soundboard, better mics, and everything.
Yeah.
Like, I would love it. If I could find the right people that you and I would be super cool with, bringing
Yeah.
like 3 more people,
Yeah.
I would be down.
All day. Yeah.
I would be down, but it would have to be cool with you,
Yeah.
and it would have to be cool with me.
Yeah.
Y'all like
Yes.
my dino socks?
And honestly,
So
if
are
we
those
physically-
dinosaur
we could always
socks, dude?
close
Yeah,
stream.
Kaylee got them for me.
Damn, Kaylee.
Tristan Kalu, yes, I am looking at making mobile game content. With the success of that top 8 dinosaurs video, I was looking at doing like, I don't know, a top 10 mobile dinosaur games video.
Interesting concept.
Because there's a lot. I was
Yeah.
looking for Path of Titans to download it because that's going to be mobile.
Wow.
And I was like, scroll, like past all these dinosaur games. I'm like,
Wow.
untapped market.
Yeah.
So I've been looking at it, Tristan.
That's an interesting concept.
Thanks,
I
Wolfstar.
love
Epic
mobile
Dino
games.
socks.
I've said it on this channel before. I love mobile games. I really do. Yeah. Does the chat have anything to say? Any,
Frame's got a question. Good to see you, Framed. If you could have any dinosaur bone, which bone of the dino body would you have and which dino?
I think we can all answer that. That'd be interesting.
T-Rex skull.
T-Rex skull.
Done. Yes.
That's a damn good one. That's a damn good one.
I dare you to top it. Come up with something. You'd want a raptor claw?
That doesn't top a Tyrannical.
It does in my book.
It's not a skull. I'd say like something really rare would top that, like a Spinosaurus, a full skull of a Spinosaurus.
That'd be good.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would be-
just think
that
of
would be
something that's
sick.
hasn't actually been found because tons
Yeah.
of dinos are their appearance is inferred.
Yeah.
Like for Therizinosaurus, the big clawed murder turkey, as we call it. All they had for the longest time, I think, was just the arms.
And they reconstructed the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They figured out what other animals were close in terms of arm structure,
Yeah.
and they just extrapolated from there. I think we know more now, but for example, in Dino Crisis, the original, it had Therizinosaurus, and it was a carnivore. Because back in the 90s, we didn't know if it was an herbivore or a carnivore because we didn't have the rest of the skeleton. We just knew it had big old claws, and that was
And it
scary
turns
enough to
out-
end up in the dinosaur Resident Evil.
So does that turn out that it's not?
No, it's an herbivore.
It's a herbivore.
It's one of the very few theropods, which is the 2-legged dinos, that went from being a carnivore back to an herbivore.
Interesting.
They
Yeah.
just scrape the trees with those claws, right?
Yeah.
Like a deer's antlers, but with fingers.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
with
that's
fingers,
fucking
dude.
So I personally have a couple of questions. Well,
Pug. Welcome to the stream, man.
yes, welcome to the stream. I do have a question. Well, first off, everybody, thank you for liking this video so much. Everybody here, if you haven't liked it, please leave a like.
Much
You're
appreciated.
amazing.
Much appreciated. Any kind of interaction. If you're not, even if you're not even liking it, and you're just here watching. Thank you so much.
Thanks for the thumbs down.
Thank you for the thumbs
Thank
down.
you so much. Thank you for the interactions. But I had a question. I mean, like, I guess we have a lot of people here. I wonder if anybody subbed. I was only about 6 subs away. Are we at that 300 by chance? Because if we are, the only reason I ask is because we're obligated to make a music video.
Yeah, we are obligated. Video. Dustin, you think you'd help us with that, dude?
Yeah, for
We'll
sure.
make a
I'm just a little
music video.
scared because if we're at 300, dude, we gotta do
Yeah,
it.
and we're gonna ghost ride the whip, dude.
Tristan
Ghost
Kalu,
Rider.
there is
Oh,
absolutely plans to do another fossil hunt. Just right now with the global pandemic and all, it's making things a little complicated.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, everything's shut down. State parks are shut down. Everything's shut down.
Yeah.
It's all shut down, dude.
Framed, do I think it would be a good idea to resurrect dinosaurs if possible? Absolutely not.
Oh,
would
okay,
I
just
would I do it though? Yes. I would absolutely do it,
Yeah,
even with
cool.
the idea
Be
that it
cool.
would be
Probably
bad.
a bad idea.
John Cody over here.
I'm like,
Real-
oh my children.
Real life though, if you guys was all like died, like hypothetical, died, reincarnated as a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you want?
I'd be a long neck. I don't know what they are
Very
called.
young, Nick.
A sauropod is the
Saur-
technical term. Without a doubt, a T-Rex. But I saw Creed asks, besides a T-Rex.
Okay, so you obviously love T-Rexes. That's your
Yes.
shtick.
I mean, I grew up in the '90s. Give me a break.
Yeah,
I had
Right,
Dino
no,
Crisis,
absolutely.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Everyone now's
Badass.
got a whole new array of dinosaurs
Yeah.
to choose from. It feels like in the '90s it was like T-Rex or Raptor.
Yeah, yeah,
like that
yeah.
was it.
Yeah, Raptor. Yeah.
Yeah, if I could be born as a dinosaur, I'd be the Indominus Rex. I mean, if that's a real thing. It's not a real thing. It's a movie thing, but
I think that's
if
just a movie thing.
it might be a movie thing. But if we have an option here, it'd be a
Gigantosaurus.
I want to be a
But
slug.
Creed, it'd probably be Albertosaurus.
Not even a
Because I've
dinosaur,
always
just
been a
slug.
fan of Albertosaurus
Just
too. Another Tyrannosaurid, so not much of a stretch.
found in Canada, I
One
assume.
of the
Yep,
little, like,
Alberta.
Oh snap! There'd be bars. I'd be a compy dude. Run it, boy.
Just a group of Chris's eating that little girl at the beginning of the
Just
second
give
Jurassic
Chris the
Oh,
Maggie. Yes, Digi. There's gonna be a sauropod in the aisle called the Magyarosaurus, and it's only like only like just a bit bigger than a horse. It's not very big.
Goodness. I can't wait for that aisle recoding. That's gonna be really awesome.
It goes by many names. It's the rebuild, the recode, Evrima. Never gonna happen.
Never gonna happen. Good point.
So speaking of recode, we're doing some upgrades on the aisle. Is that a recode or is that an update or what is that?
That is what has been referred to by the community as the recode. The devs have come to calling it something different because what's the deal with the aisle is its base code was like all kind of sloppily put together.
Okay.
And they wanted to just redo it. But then they're like, let's just redo everything.
Right.
So now we're here a year later.
New dinosaurs added to the game, new playable characters.
It's almost actually like we're starting all over.
Really?
Because we're going to start with like 2, maybe 4 dinos. And we're just going to have to build our way back up. Kind of back to where the aisle was in early 2019, where it was like every few weeks we were getting new dinos.
Yeah.
It's what it's going to be like, but
So at the time they released,
it's going to
the
be
new-
better graphics, better mechanics, just overall way better. But
So at the time they released a new game, there'll only be 2 playable characters, or
it's really complicated. You all know the situation. I'm telling them this for the first time. But they're gonna. At first, it was that idea. They're just gonna get rid of the old game and start new with just a few. But now they're like, maybe that's a bad idea. We're gonna keep a couple servers, some for the old original game, the Legacy branch, and then there's gonna be the Evrima branch, where all the actual work is going into. If that isn't where you want it yet, you can still play the old version of the game.
Yeah.
Well, that's getting developed. So that's what's going on. It's kind of gotten really complicated lately.
understandably so. It's a lot. It's a lot they're taking in. I mean, it's a lot they're putting out, a lot they're taking in.
Yeah, the Isle dev team was actually incredibly small. And the thing that bodes best for me is they're actually hiring a lot of people. They're bringing a lot of new talent onto the team. And I think that's what gets me to sing Dondi's praises.
Yeah.
I haven't always been so nice to Dondi. Love you.
But at the same time, with
Nice, Creed.
that coming out, what's the chat have to say?
Yell at me, chat.
Frame says I'd rather be able to travel back in time and see all of the dinos, but only you can see them and be able to summon one, but no one else can be seen. Cool, Frame. I definitely would
It's an
prefer
interesting
that.
concept.
Yeah, dang.
Tristan Kalu says I'm a fan of the Giga, but I love the T-Rex and Raptor. Nevrima build code. There you go,
I'm gonna see
Spidey.
it, but-
Just put it all together.
Try some.
Tyrannical typo, Michael Tester. Non-dino question.
it-
Favorite character from Lord of the Rings or Hobbit franchise?
And that's for all of us. Okay, so Dustin, you answer it first, and then me and Chris will answer it.
Is it Tom?
Schmeagol.
Smeagol!
Smeagol's
What?
my favorite.
That's a favorite, dude.
I mean, maybe Gandalf, but
Gandalf is just the obvious.
he's the obvious one, dude.
Yeah.
Who gets quoted more than Smeagol? Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Sorry, was character
from
in
Lord of the
description?
Rings. Which is your favorite character from Lord of the Rings?
I was gonna say the ring.
The ring itself. The,
The
one
ring
ring.
itself, but it's not a person. Maybe.
So
Could've
I
been.
guess if it was my opinion, my favorite character from I love Frodo. I cannot.
Frodo.
I cannot say I did not love his character. I thought he was super cool. But Kendall. But if I had to bring it right down, it'd probably be Aragorn or Legolas. Honestly. Yeah, Aragorn was such a fucking cool guy. How can you not like that guy? How can you not like Aragorn?
Is that the... Wait, Aragorn? Is that the guy?
That's Viggo
That's the,
Mortensen.
yeah, that's the king. It was the king in the third one.
The Ranger.
Is it...
Obviously, Chris
Ned
doesn't know
Stark
his
was
name.
in there too.
What?
Ned Stark?
Ned Stark was in the Sean Bean.
Sean Bean.
He was
The
Boromir.
Boromir. You're Boromir.
You're a fucking Boromir.
Boromir.
Don't call me a Boromir.
Yeah, you
Boromir.
are, but what am I?
Nah, I'm rubber. You're glue. Whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you.
Yeah.
Boromir.
Well, I'm getting a haircut
Got me.
like tonight by Kaylee.
Are you?
Yeah. Just a little one, just a trim. And Pug, would I ever play any other games related to animals like Wolf Quest or Planet Zoo?
Or Call
I
of the
actually
Wild, dude.
have been thinking about playing some Planet
That's a
Zoo
movie.
instead of going back for more Jurassic World Evolution. Go leave comments on my page if you want Planet Zoo. Do it.
Planet Zoo. Where you become the animal. Wait, that doesn't sound like a very pleasing experience.
What would you do for a Klondike?
What would you do for a Klondike bar, dude? What's the max that you would do for a $2.40 Klondike bar?
I would walk to the store and pay $2.40.
That's unfortunate.
That
I would
is
cast
a-
3.5 spells.
That'll cost you 3 scruples. We have some
Scruples.
Klondike bars, but they're not cheap.
It's gonna have,
Hold on,
cost
hold
you
on.
2 pocket lints.
Question
3
for all
screws.
3 of us. Seeing how things are going now with streaming, if you could go back in time, would you give yourself advice?
I would, if I could go back in time, and it depends on how far back in time. The advice I would give myself is invest in Google.
Yes.
Damn.
For me, I can't think of a whole lot. I wouldn't change that I would change, but I would definitely recommend to myself to pair the streams with uploads. Ever since I started doing that is really when my channel started growing.
And we're like straight uploads, no edited content at all.
You'll get there.
We'll get there, yeah.
That's where the clips come in. Mac, where the... Mac!
Where's the guy? He's gone! Oh no!
Hey, where the hell did Matt go? We should beat him up.
Uh-oh, dude, I think our fucking YouTube just froze, bro.
No, it's paused.
Oh,
Simo, if
that
you had
makes
been
sense.
invited to a game that you could go into, what game would you go into? So if you could enter the world of any game, what would it be?
Goodness gracious, mate.
Games
I mean,
are like dangerous as fuck.
Yes, very.
Beat me up.
Yeah?
Here was my
Don't walk
opinion
away
on
from me,
this.
woman.
This
You're
is
gonna
gonna
beat
be
me
a video game, but also a
You're
movie
a
because
camera.
it's been a video game and a movie. Spider-Man, bro. I'd be fucking Spider-Man.
Hell yeah.
I mean, that's just an easy way to become Spider-Man.
That's just an easy way to become
What's an easy way to become
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
If I could be
How
in,
can I become Spider-Man?
if I
I wanna be
could,
Spider-Man.
no, not in real life. But
Oh.
if I could be in any video game, it would be Spider-Man because I'd be Spider-Man. Fuck.
True. Okay, that's a good one.
You
You
know,
got me there, man. You really
If
got
I
me.
could be...
a video game character per se.
Well, yeah, let's go with that. Like, if I could jump into any video game character's shoes,
Iron Man, dude.
Kirby.
I'd probably want to be Dante from Devil May Cry.
That is not a bad option.
That
Kirby.
Are you
would
serious?
be awesome.
Matt, get the fuck out of here.
Practically undefeatable. Most likely the coolest dude in video games. Like, I'd be Dante. I'd want to be in the
I'd
Devil
be
May
fucking.
Cry
I'd have that
universe.
dope ass fucking dude with the fucking arm. Fucking
Nero, yeah.
Nero, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I get the whole demon arm
To
going.
be quite honest, guys, I'll probably just go Goat Simulator.
There you go. The
I'll be
real
the goat.
greatest game of all time.
Yeah.
I'll just sacrifice people to the goat lords. and then become a goat god.
Have you played Goat Simulator?
Yeah, you can, like,
Yo,
sacrifice
yo,
people,
Yeah,
you
I've
can
done
become
it,
a
I've
demon
done it,
goat.
Yeah,
It's
I've
good
done
stuff.
It. It's fun, yeah. Especially when you get to fly around and stuff like this. That game's crazy.
Did I hear Spider-Man? You have awakened me! Says Spidey fan.
Spidey
Hey,
fan.
we have Marvel poster up over there.
This one right here. This Ant-Man. That's Ant-Man.
Ant. He's a
Ant.
man ant.
He's an ant who's a man.
Ooh. No, that just sounds like a hybrid.
Casimo
between
for
man.
John Wick 5. Twins confirmed with Keanu Reeves.
Damn.
What? Don't yell at me.
You're breathtaking!
You're tyrannical. But
Eee.
Goat
Star Wars.
Simulator. Serious question from Frames.
Man, LOL.
Simmo, any messages to the people like me whom are currently in quarantine and desperate?
And drop their phone.
Yes, desperate.
Dropped on the ground.
Yeah, that's
You
hard.
were supposed to keep up on chat, dude.
Because I feel like I'm really fortunate out here. We haven't had a lot of the virus, to be frank.
cases.
Morrison County has yet to be.
We're pretty
Yeah,
clean around here.
in
but
my
around the West
particular
Coast,
county in Minnesota,
Sorry, I just
we're one of the
told them what it was.
one of the very few counties that still don't have any cases. But to those of you guys out there who are dealing with a lot of it, just keep your head down, take care of yourself. You may be going through a lot right now. It's probably very hard, but we'll get through it. Most definitely, here by the middle of the summer or something, it'll start to calm down and people can start getting back to work, and I'm sure we'll all be able to come together
Oh,
again.
shit, he's probably pulling together.
Wow, way to wrap it up with
Right,
that.
right.
Wow, for once somebody else
Yeah,
is
it's cold as
holding it
hell.
by.
It's
Yeah,
warm.
what's up with that, dude?
Oh, no.
You feel like a dead man.
A rat man.
Yeah, wishing
Man
you the
rat.
best, Framed. Love you, dude.
Call the cops.
Call the mops.
Simmo and the Cheesy Boys. If you want to make
Call
a
the cops.
dino movie or any kind of movie, what would...
Oh, damn.
If we could make a movie, if me, Dustin, and Chris could make a movie, so boys, let's say we make a movie together. I'm thinking superhero flick. I want to be the dude with like fire powers.
Yeah, dude. I want to be the dude with powers who goes crazy
I'm gonna
with
say
power.
Right? Yeah, we could make like a Chronicle type movie.
I was gonna say that,
And Dustin's the one who
Chronicle.
goes crazy,
Yeah.
and then I gotta stab him through the chest with my shit. You know what I'm saying? Kill him. Swan
Wink.
dive, dude. Fucking just
College.
So we'd
Just
make
run to
like a
college.
superhero film.
where I'd be incredibly more powerful than Dustin and would smite
No.
him. Well, he'd go crazy with power, but then I'd smite him.
Meow.
No, I'd have to
Because I would
defeat
have
you,
firepower,
then
and
you'd
then
have
I
to
would
go through a
learn.
montage
Then I
of
would
training.
learn lightning, and then I would be like, "Goodbye." You'd
Good
You'd be like
man.
Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And then me and Chris would fuse. Me and Chris would become.
And we'll
we'd
have a
become,
Sharingan Kamehameha fusion
We become
attack.
Kristen. Me and
Or
Chris fused together.
Steve Defer.
Steve
Steve
Defer.
Defer.
That's pretty good.
I like
too.
that one better.
That's Steve.
It makes less sense.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely. And then we come smite you. We go talk to somebody, get some fusion.
It
Whatever.
doesn't even work like that anymore.
Whatever, dude. We're
Works
pissing the
really
same fucking water fountain. I don't know.
Alright, whatever works.
Whatever,
I mean,
but whatever makes sense should happen. All right.
that'd be pretty amazing.
Yeah. So, I think a superhero-based movie would definitely be the way we'd go with that.
So Michael Tester follows up. Well, what would be the greatest superpower you would choose? Flight, visibility, shape-shifting?
Oh, that's so hard.
See, my top three is like strength, telekinesis. And we know what somebody told me. I think what. Okay, sorry.
They fuse
What
and
Chris
become
told me
cottage
earlier is
cheese.
a fire power is being able to talk yourself out of any situation.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
So
yeah.
and
like
so
the
like,
power of will.
and so like, if you ever got like in prison, they'll like cover your mouth and you're like,
You've seen Jessica Jones, right?
yeah,
Like with Purple Man.
Purple Man. That's what I'm saying.
Like have the will to tell anybody anything you want, and they would just do it.
Damn.
Like
Jedi
go,
mind
like
trick.
yeah, just go jump
Yeah.
off a cliff.
mow my grass.
Yeah, yeah.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Right, exactly.
These are not. The
I think
leaves you're trying to
honestly
make
though, if in a world where a bunch of superpowers existed, not just one, I would want Taskmaster's abilities. The ability to watch somebody do something else and mimic it perfectly.
How about Miss
So
Phoebe?
I could watch somebody with superpowers and I could then do that.
Damn.
That's nice though.
That'd be the
no,
one.
that is
Yeah,
cool.
that
Yeah,
would be the one.
I think I'd want to be Quicksilver.
Really?
Yeah,
Run really
dude.
fast. Zing.
Well, more or less just slow down time.
Yeah, that's true to a point, but to a point.
Wait, is that what it does?
I would like to
See,
be able
that's
to
a good
slow down
question.
time
Does it
without
look-
saying
No,
anything.
that's just it, how he sees it. To him, everything else moves slow and he's moving normal.
Okay. Well,
He is just moving super fast.
Yeah.
word.
But if you
well,
could stop
Quicksilver
bullets,
still works.
if you could
It's just
stop
hard to do in a
bullets,
movie format,
you
like,
could
how
become a master power in
Yeah,
this
like,
world.
whoa,
dude.
what?
Simple as that. If bullets do not affect you, you could become a superpower in this world.
Yeah.
That easy.
Good luck with your puny bullets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stop them all with just
I'd get shot and be like, my one
Oh,
weakness.
fuck, my fucking knee! My knee!
Bullets.
If I could see Steve with superpowers, it would be something akin to the Juggernaut.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Seriously.
Unstoppable
Like an enchanted
momentum.
helmet.
Not so
Unstoppable
much the
momentum.
enchanted helmet,
Yep.
just
I just
power
run
of,
right
like,
up to Dustin and
building
just
up momentum.
clobber him, dude.
I just run away.
Oh my goodness, that'd be
But
crazy.
but I'd come after you forever, dude. Unstoppable momentum.
Kind of like
I'd
Forrest,
sleep and move forward.
kind of like Forrest Gump. Just keep.
So,
going.
Cheesy Bros, if you were in Dragon Ball Z, what kind of race would you want to be? Saiyan, human?
Saiyan, obviously. I think that goes without absolutely saying.
Can't pick Saiyan. You can't
What?
pick it. That's obvious.
What?
I would like to be. I would like to be the H2O in the world.
Well, I guess then
That'd
I
be
would
the
probably
plan.
want to be I'd probably want to be whatever Jiren is then.
Jiren?
What is
Yeah.
I don't
Jiren?
think you really explain what Jiren is.
That's fine. That's who I'd want to be. I want to be a Jirenekian.
How did I
Jiren.
meet
I made it up.
Moza? I don't even totally remember how I met Mr. Moza.
I'd fly around and kill things with.
I think I just hit him up one day, like, yo, you want to collab or something, dude?
Mr. Moza?
Yeah. And we did. And then we did again. And then again.
Nice.
And we're just friends.
And
So,
we're
cool.
just friends. So good. Glad to
I
hear
wish
that.
I had friends. Gosh darn it.
Ski Boys agrees with Taskmaster.
Yeah. Taskmaster's a sweet one, dude. That's an ultimate power.
Framed. I would rather know what they looked like, because I'm actually really interested in, into the whole paleontological side of things. Like, you wouldn't be able to glean as much information from what they sounded like as you would if you were able to know, definitively what a certain dinosaur looked like. Then you'd be able to know a lot more about its behavior and lifestyle.
Knowing its physical appearance rather than its auditorial output.
Yeah. That'd be cool to know. There are some dinos where we, almost emphatically know what they sounded like.
Right.
Like the parasaur to a degree, because it's big crest acts like a musical
hollow,
instrument.
Yeah, like a hollow shell.
Wow.
So question, I don't know much about it per se, but do you think often that those big hollow-headed dinosaurs would crack their domes?
Probably, yeah.
If not, they maybe had a denser bone structure than what we
I think from what they found though, they were thin. They reverberated noise quite well. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
That I don't know for sure. We'd have to save one of those. That
Look up
question
the
for
bone density of a dinosaur.
Oh goodness gracious.
It's like a bird, so I can't imagine they were that strong.
Sure.
Birds have hollow bones.
You're so smart.
Thank you, dude.
I got all the facts.
That's why they can fly like they do. I saw.
That meme face.
I saw.
That meme
I
face.
saw
We gotta
an
clip
eagle.
that.
I saw an
If
eagle
we clip
today.
that, but I
Must
don't
have
think
had an 8-foot wingspan. This eagle, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
Straight
yeah,
up carrying like a 3-foot long branch, bro.
Damn.
It was
Hey,
insane.
shout outs to Mystics. Good to see ya.
Scale it and then clip it. Yeah, bring it to where you want it.
Mystics join the chat?
This isn't social distancing.
Good guess in
No,
there. You
far
just kinda
from
pick
it.
a spot and end it in a spot.
But alcohol beats the coronavirus, in case anybody was wondering.
That's exactly.
All right, Dustin, I got a question for you.
You gotta do hand gestures or something that will.
Oh, if you were able to make a planet
Watch for its fate.
of any kind, you totally customize this thing, weather, landscape, all that. What would you want your planet to be like?
I would
Arizona
like it to be like
in the summer.
I like it to be like the Matrix, where everybody has to live inside the Earth and the sky is just black, and there's robots on the surface.
I think that says a lot about you.
Okay, Chris answers
And then
robot
everybody's
planet,
just shirtless.
where the sky is forever
So-
All the
blocked
time.
out.
If what are we making up our own worlds here, or are we comparing them to TV worlds that we've seen?
If you guys were able to make a planet, what kind of environment and weather would you have, as well as flora and fauna?
Ferns.
the planet
whole
is
planet,
habitable.
ferns. 3-foot deep ferns.
All
Fern
around.
planet.
No global warming, no snow.
So
Just it's all
winter's-
good, just
cold's
good
a
temp,
no-go.
not too hot. Not
I'd
too
like a
cold.
good 75-degree summer all year round.
That'd be
Minnesota
decent.
summer. I
Yeah,
love a Minnesota
summer, but that's not too humid.
Yeah,
Without
exactly. It's not
humidity.
too humid. But Arizona's very dry. It just gets a little too hot, That's a problem. But I've been to Arizona, I've been to Utah, and they were my favorite places to be. I liked it more than California even because of the weather. But I may have been there at a good time of the year. I was young, but I loved it. It was the perfect. I run cold, so I love warm.
Yeah.
You know, if I could be in an all summer state, that's what I would do. I mean, and if I could control my own planet, probably not desert. I think that's probably not a liable option. No scorpions, no big ass spiders.
Oh,
I'll
right.
let the little spiders slide. No
Just the
poisonous
little
ones, though.
spiders.
No,
Little jumpers, right?
Right,
They're
right.
cute.
Yeah, no mosquitoes, no wood ticks. And then I'd want dogs. I want a bunch of dogs. I want them to be having puppies all the time. Puppies. I want to float in a bed of puppies, dude. You know what I'm
That
saying?
sounds like fucking heaven.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
a bunch of little puppies, dude.
Aiden
All
Horn
the
says
time.
75
I want
degrees is cold.
a bed of rats.
Chris wants a bed of dogs.
Not in
and
Minnesota.
rats that can like pick him up like cartoon ants and
Damn.
Shoot.
That honestly is life. That's-
Shout outs to Beer War!
That's endgame right
Beer
there.
War!
Beep.
So if you
Meow.
guys found an unknown dinosaur, what would you call it?
I thought about this a lot.
You know, if you gotta make one up in your mind.
If God, you know, I wanted
You
to.
can make your own dinosaur.
My last name is Marquidon. I would probably go with Marquidonosaurus. I think that's fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
Mine would just probably be a block of cheese with legs.
A block of
The
cheese with Legosaurus.
No, the cheesy-saurus. Just a T-Rex, but cheese. But a
No,
big-ass
I
cheese
think
head.
Marquidonosaurus would be awesome. I think that's a sweet name. Unless you think of, I mean, Mark something else. I don't
If
know.
I found something like a mastodon, I'd call it a Kirstodon.
There you go. See, there you go. A Kirstodon with a G.
Oh, yeah.
For me,
said
that
that
question
because
is
no.
too smart to answer well. Because, like, it would all depend on, like, what kind of dinosaur I found.
True.
I'd want to find an applicable name for it.
Well, fuck that. Just use your last name and throw some sword behind it.
But if it was just me naming any dino,
Simosaur.
the Do You Thinkysaurus.
Do you think he's Saurus?
Yeah.
Wow. That's kind of a cool name. That's kind of. It's like 3 syllables and it's kind of inconvenient, but it's.
But then there would be a
Thinkysaurus.
real Do You Thinkysaurus. So that would be awesome.
Is that an
Mine-
inside joke? I'm not
Mine would
getting
probably be like
that.
It's
Jerry
from Jurassic
Jones
Park.
Saurus.
Think he soar.
What do you
what it
call a
is?
blind dinosaur?
Do you think he's Saurus?
A Do You Thinkysaurus.
Oh, that's fucking funny, dude. God,
As soon
that's
as he
funny.
said it, then I was like, oh, this is fucking so fucking.
If you found an ancient bat, you'd call it that because it'd be blind. That's funny. That's pretty funny. You're funny, Dustin. God, you're funny. Do you think he's Saurus? Come back. You wanna?
You should bring the
Mac,
dogs
Mac.
down. I miss Bowie.
Yeah,
I
bring,
miss
no,
Beebs,
bring
and
one
Beebs
for me,
is not
please.
here, dude.
Steve and I.
Oh, Ravenous uploaded. Peace, guys. I gotta go steal some content.
Stealing content. Go get it. Go get that scrap.
Just kidding.
Go get that
Love you,
scrap.
Ravenous. You're the best IL news creator
look
out
at
there.
that one. Oh, look at that one. Yes, he is such a good one. Yes, he's a good one.
X,
Oh,
X, 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 X.
Look at that big dog.
Honey bun. Oh, boy.
Dog loving minute of the clock.
Dog break.
That one's got some hair coming off it.
Yeah,
Holy
he's
man.
blowing out his coat.
Man. A cutie. Oh, God, what a cutie.
He missed me so much while he was
Come
upstairs.
up here. You can come up here. Come on. Oh, shaky.
Mac almost shut the door on accident.
What a good little pop. Oh, he loves his itches. Yes, he does. He does.
Oh, I never answered the planet question. I'd want a diamond planet and just mine it.
Well, come on now. It's your own. Whoa. See, that's why we don't put shit on that table, Chris. But no. But Dustin, that's a stupid question because it's the planet you're living on.
Jared.
It's not a stupid question. That was a stupid answer.
Okay.
Fair enough, but there's mine a diamond planet. But what if you had a planet that you couldn't come back from, right? And you were stuck on that.
Platycus invictus. The deadliest duck ever. Love it, Michael Tester.
Is that a venomous, like, aren't hippopotamuses? No, not hippopotamuses. What is that? Duck-billed platypus. Aren't those venomous?
I don't know.
Yes, they are. Platypuses, but they don't have fangs. They have like fangs on their back legs. and that's where they get you.
Tails hitting the mic. Oh, what was your question, Tristan Kalu? I missed it. I see dogs. I see Bowie.
Bobby! Some real tug of war, dude.
Just a quick game of just tug of
This
war.
dog will straight pull my chair back, dude.
Axel!
Whoa!
Hey.
They're playing,
That's Axel's toy, though. He's not happy about it.
but yeah, he's pretty.
Oh, Tristan Kalu. That's way too hard for me.
What? What
If
is
you
it?
found an unknown fossil that had wings, could walk,
So
could
quit.
swim, ate both meat and
And vegetables?
yeah. What would you
Vegetables.
call it?
I call it the green Metaeosaurus.
The big green stinky meanie.
Well, I mean, if all those things considered, I'd still call it the Microdinosaurus. I really don't give a fuck.
All the things
That's what it's
considered.
gonna get called. This dog's got some power, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is his favorite game.
Wow, look at that. He's pulling me. Holy Christ. On a tile floor. Go. Let's go.
Axel's like, I can do it too.
I
If
don't
you
think
just
so.
let me.
I don't think so.
But you can't move me, and I weigh 100.
Ow, he got me. No, you're good, buddy. All right, but I'm done playing tug of war.
Yep, that's enough dog. That's
Serious stuff.
That's it for the doggo break.
Doggo break over. Doggo clock done.
Jojo's go upstairs.
Good pop. Probably. I don't care. I don't care. He can stay down here. As long as he sits up on his chair with me. No?
He's not into sharing. He takes the whole couch at home. It's
Yeah.
just his couch now.
Go sit on the couch.
Go boy.
Couch? You mean my
Bowie.
bed?
Raptor.
Whoa.
Raptor.
Whoa!
Ooh,
All right.
Sophie's like defense.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna bring him up. Bring him up. Time to go up.
Fierce little one. Dachshunds are always super crazy.
Oh,
Sorry, I thought you were Bowie. Want to play tug of war, boy?
So when I say Raptor, Bowie usually jumps at the light. And, well, I think he just didn't know what to do. This isn't my home. This isn't where I raptor.
right.
I take him outside, though, and he raptors right around
I've
the
seen
trees.
that light in your basement, too. He likes to raptor at that thing.
Raptor.
Raptor, he fucking gets up on his hind legs.
Oh, I suppose. Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like fuck Jurassic Park. When they fucking.
Yeah. He's a cool dog. I wish I had Beebs to show off.
Simmo, have you seen Primal, where dinos have virus like zombies? I've not seen it, Tristan Kalu.
That sounds dope, though.
You were just
Zombie
thinking to
dino?
say Raptor Jetfire? Nice.
Wait, Tristan says, well, the Cheesy Bros, can you answer it for me? Answer what?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, whatever questions you got. Whether it's Steve or me, Cheesy Bros.
I
love
have
that.
not seen
Cheesy Bros.
Primal or whatnot, I don't think.
Aww. Love you, Sylvia.
Bowie is Great Pyrenees, Golden Retriever, mostly. He's actually an all-American dog, as they're called, when you're a mutt.
right, as far as it goes.
But yeah, Bowie's got a lot. I refer to Kaylee on this one. She's got them all listed. She knows them all.
Really?
I just know Great Pyrenees, Golden Retriever. There's some German Shepherd in there too, and
I came
other
from Simmo's
stuff.
channel. Much appreciated. Thank you for coming over.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Much appreciated.
We're all very happy to
Thank you
have
for the
you.
likes, guys. Thank you again. Much appreciated.
We all know it's just because you came here to see Dustin's beautiful face. But
Thank you,
know,
guys.
We
Thank
try.
you.
We try.
Thank
I
you
mean,
for being here in general, guys. Thank you.
I think if you were to add me and Chris's attractiveness together, you'd equal us.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that'd be good.
Question
Yeah.
about game design.
Game design.
Two
from
ski
Ski Boys.
We all love games, but if you could design a game, what would it be like?
If I could personally design a game, Iron Man. Like an Iron Man-esque game. You build your armor, you upgrade your armor, you build things and solve puzzles to get better stuff.
Iron Man, but GTA style.
Iron Man GTA style, you have to get money to buy armor and make stuff. But it's all research and development that you do yourself. Just like Tony Stark. Like imagine being like super genius in the game, and you're able to go one of like 6 different ways. You can build armor, you can build weapons, you can be evil, you can be good. I love that concept in a game, but also I love the aspect of flying by something you made with your own hand that easily. Developing an ultimate power source. I would have the game centered around developing an ultimate power source, in which then you could shrink and shrink and shrink, and then get down to the size where you could use it for a suit that you could fly around in, like The Sims mixed with GTA mixed with Marvel undertones.
Marvel.
You want a Marvel GTA.
I want a Marvel GTA in the end, yes.
Oh, Jesus.
But I want you to have to work for it. I don't want it to be like I started out as fucking Iron Man. I want to start out as somebody who's a genius at like the age of 16 and goes on, and by the time you get 23, it's a long-based game. It's a long-based game, right? By the time you get 23, you're making shit. You're getting all kinds of money.
You've been divorced twice by this point.
Right.
Simulator game.
Yeah, kind of, but GTA and badassery, you know.
That would be hard to like implement, but it would be.
But it would be awesome. Be awesome. Yeah. So that's my idea, Dustin. What would you think about making a game?
I've thought about this.
You have.
Surprise.
Supplies.
The game I always wanted to make. When I was younger, I wanted to work for Capcom and like have a hand in making a Resident Evil.
Yeah, look at that.
And really what I wanted for Resident Evil 3, like I just take Resident Evil 3 and make some tweaks to it. I would have wanted the game to focus much more on like the human drama of like the infection taking over the city.
So more of a zombie-based game.
More like the Walking
Would you still
Dead
have
style.
special
Kind of like more
effects?
like Outbreak.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Humans are
Outbreak.
the
Where
more
they-
Would you
kind
still
of
have
like
special
Outbreak.
effects?
but more immersion to it.
Yeah, like the things I really liked about the remake of Resident Evil 3 was like you'd pass by a squad car, they'd be like, "Please, I'm out of ammo, I need backup."
Yeah.
Like more of that.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. Like, I got 3 survivors in the back of a cafeteria and we're pinned down. Like realizing that there's other people going through all this stuff
Situation.
was, I think, a big missed opportunity in Resident Evil 3's remake. They touched on it a bit. There was some cool little stuff around the environment to indicate that, but after the intro of the game, it all kind of goes away. I would make a game where that was much more the focus.
So, but let me ask you, with Resident Evil, an aspect that I really like about that game is the fact that it has special effects. I asked you this 4 times now. Sorry to keep rambling on about it. But what would you still have special effected in your game? I love special effects. Like Nemesis, is that special effected considered, or is that
Special
genetically
infected
modified?
came from Left 4 Dead.
Okay. And that's where I'm getting the term,
people
yeah.
get special infected.
Right, so there's
the
smokers
the
and-
boomers, the tanks. But they're just called like BOWs in Resident Evil.
Biological.
BOWs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
None of that
biological
happens
weapons.
by chance. That's all people making them like that. Those are bioweapons designed to be like that, right?
In the new games, yes, it's all like intentional. In the original game, though, there was a little more like it was accidental. Like crows got infected because they ate zombie bodies.
And then a crow would get somebody infected and it would change the disease.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah,
That's a
different-
really
yeah,
cool
different types.
concept.
That's
really
what
cool,
I
yeah.
fell in love with Resident Evil as a kid. Was all the different types of like monsters that
Yeah,
were.
G-virus,
That's
T-virus.
personally where my interest in any Resident Evil interest that I have. That's where it's at. The special effects.
Like
The
a-
liquors to me are the coolest
Oh my god.
design concept that, like for a horror game, that is such a cool.
Well, it's
concept.
interesting, like,
Chris was just listening to me scream like a little bitch the other day trying to.
yeah.
I had my headphones on and I was walking quietly through that one hallway where there's always a liquor, and just behind me, you know, fucking.
Yeah.
Whack! And I just
Dead.
Yeah.
little bitch.
But it's very, very, very interesting. I mean, it really is. But so you designed some sort of zombie survival game, Dustin, more or less?
Yeah,
Kind of like a zombie survival RPG kind of.
something like akin to The Walking Dead met with Resident Evil.
Like
Except-
Resident Evil mixed with like kind of the Telltale kind of cinematic.
Yes.
Lore.
Would you
That'd
make
be
it like
really
a
cool.
single player game, or would you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd make it a single player
Okay.
game.
Okay.
All right, Chris. Well, what would be an answer for you?
Uh,
I want to say you'd probably go with a first-person shooter or something.
Well,
like that.
I mean, like I would like
really
to say,
those games.
like I mean, like a zombie game would be cool too. But I mean, like Skyrim with like 4 friends or even 8 would be really freaking cool. You know?
yeah.
Open world
Yeah.
multiplayer.
Yeah, it's an open world like RPG game, but not like an MMO. Because MMOs, every time you turn into an MMO, it's just the game gets ruined. It's just like You gotta stretch everything so much.
Yeah, it changes the formatting of it.
Yeah, it's just format. Okay, sorry. It doesn't ruin it, but I don't like the format. I do not like the format of an MMO because I just feel like I don't know. A lot of things are glanced over, or maybe like it's too tedious. Maybe.
Hey, want to give a quick shout out to Creed. Creed's got to hop out. Appreciate you, my friend. Thanks for stopping
Thank you.
over.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you over on the streams back on my channel, man. And
Man, thank you. Stop by. Always welcome.
And he also said, hopefully be able to join more of these Cheesy North podcasts and
That'd be
streams.
beautiful.
Awesome. That would be
That'd
fucking
be much
sweet,
appreciated,
dude.
guys.
Me and Chris do one of these. We try to do one a week, but
Yeah.
it's been a little slack. We've been real busy lately.
Yeah.
Got a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, if you guys really like these podcasts and having our super sweet, fucking awesome guests on here, we can definitely do more in the future. And
Everything is ever developing.
we got lucky with Dustin being a good close friend and a brother. Otherwise, he's too big to be on our channel. But
Yeah.
you know. But we thank you, Dustin, for being here.
Yeah, much
Really,
appreciated.
honestly,
Thank you
yeah.
everybody for being here, for checking out the podcast. I'm happy that we can open your eyes to this podcast.
Open your eyes.
Yeah, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to the Cheesy North channel here, we're shooting for 300 subscribers.
And you get a music video if we do that. It'll take a long time. It'll probably take like a whole year and a half. But we'll get a music video out, honestly. And we're gonna ghost ride the whip. That's what we already decided. We're ghost riding the whip.
Get an iPhone 11 and just record all of it in an iPhone 11.
There we go. Yeah, recorded on an iPhone 11.
Probably cool.
Chris and Steve run themselves over trying to ghost ride the whip.
Or just record
Please
me,
make
like,
art
on
of
a
this
lawnmower.
podcast, says Sylvia.
Smack this podcast. Just burn it.
Smack
Just
that.
burn me alive.
Podcast on the floor. Smack that. Give me some more.
If
Smack
you
that.
would say
Till you get
who in this
sore
community,
podcast.
there's a smaller creator, has done the best job of making content.
Who has
the
a
best
small
job-
creator?
The smaller creators, are you asking in my community or just the Cheesy North community or
Or in general?
both of ours? They kind of lap a little across.
Because I guess I don't know. Because personally, I
Overlap.
just don't know too much about the small communities.
I know who I would say. I think Tiger Tato shows a lot of promise. He's got some great editing skills. Very young kid, but he knows what he's doing. I think he's going places. Keep
Really?
an eye on Tiger Tato.
Interesting.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
seems committed.
I have not personally seen any of his stuff or even heard of him, but
He's got like, I don't know. I think I don't even remember how many subs he's got, but I think it's less than 100.
really
Yes.
awesome.
But he deserves more. But all the subs he got are just very well earned.
Tristan Kalu, thank you for the sub.
Thank you.
Awesome. 4 more subs to 300.
Hell yeah, you
4
rock,
more
Tristan.
subs and we do a music video.
Okay.
We ghost ride the whip.
Okay. Thank y'all for being here. Much appreciated, guys. Thank you for the interactions.
I think he has 93, Simmo? What, 93? Oh, 93 subs? Okay.
Alright, thank you for stopping by, Fisher. Much
Much
appreciated.
appreciated.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for being
Thanks
here.
for hopping in, Fish.
Always a
Always
pleasure.
appreciate it. It's always
Always
a
a
good
pleasure.
cup of tea when you're around.
Question, Simmo, will you show your Cheesy North video of the dinosaur that looks like a zombie, and you tell me what you think about it? That was Tristan Kalu asking that.
Oh, when I get the chance to look, yeah, Tristan.
I'm sorry, I don't think we discussed this. How long did you want to keep? How long did you want to do this one?
I don't know how long are we at. What are we at?
We're in
We're
a
at
4.
Oh, damn, already?
Yeah.
Shoot.
What do you guys think?
I think keep it at an hour. I think this has been a really
think wrap
productive
it.
podcast.
Wrap
Yeah,
me.
I think this has been a really
Okay.
productive podcast.
You
I
guys
think.
need any questions
I think-
or anything?
You guys got any ending questions? Any wrap-up questions?
Wanna
Anything
go
you
back
guys
over
got?
yours?
The future?
I do. Yes,
Um,
I
You
do.
had some prepared.
Any?
I did. I wanted to ask Dustin a few more questions before we wrap it up.
Akuma, ask Kaylee their dinosaur socks.
So, personally, Dustin, I do want to ask what you're shooting for. What's going to be next for you? Are you going to continue? I mean, obviously, we're going to continue with Smile content.
Yeah, absolutely.
Down the road, though, if you were to spread out, what's your next step? What do you? You're 10,000 fucking subs.
Would it be
man.
gaming or would you want to do other stuff?
I'd like
maybe,
to get into
reviews?
more commentary stuff. I'd like to start exploring with maybe like a meme review type thing.
That would be so fun. Hey, I could be on Dustin's channel too, because everybody loves me.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves me.
Absolutely.
I could be on Dustin's channel. Yeah. You and me could do meme reviews, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, something like that, I think. I don't know. I've been trying to figure that out for a long time. It's really such a hard question, like, to think about.
I
Like,
think
where
rolling
do
with
I
the
want my
punches-
channel to go?
Just kind of rolling with it. It seems to be kind of what you've done so far. Just kind of rolling with it
Yeah,
and seeing
feeling
what
it
works.
out.
And I think that would probably be the progression for you at this point. I mean, once you reach a once you reach a certain point, you can put whatever you want out, and then everybody's
Yeah.
gonna love it because they fall in love with the person, not the channel.
As
I
long
think
as it's
personally for
still
you,
good.
I've seen your fans. They love you. They fucking love you. They love you as you are, and I think that's a big part of it. I think at this point, you could really start doing whatever you wanted, and you're still gonna snowball.
Absolutely.
You're still gonna snowball.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking blown away with what you've accomplished on
Absolutely.
YouTube.
Oh,
Me
you
too.
guys-
Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
No,
Absolutely.
it's serious. I mean, I don't want to delve.
We'll
into
have to
my personal
feature
life,
you
but
guys. Maybe we could go through my
Yes.
my Discord channel's memes. 'Cause
Yes.
we got a meme
That would be fun.
thread in the
You guys
Discord.
could post in Dustin's Discord if we get. You probably got all kinds of memes in there.
all kinds of memes.
But if we could get some memes in there related to, even related to the aisle or related to anything else per se, we could definitely do a meme review, and I think that would be a lot of fun. And whether that be a live stream or edited content would be up to you. But
yeah, we could do either or.
Yeah.
We could do both. Could stream it on Twitch.
and then do edited
Upload it
content.
on YouTube.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that you have some edited content, and it's very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I
that's,
think, I
that's
think,
where like my
I think that's a
insecurities
universal.
are.
No, I think that's a universal opinion. I think you're edited. Me and Chris just went back not too long ago and started looking over your first edited videos, and you really popped off after that first edited one. Really, I mean, that was a huge trend up for you, I think.
Yeah, I think the one in particular that really changed it for me was the upload when, if you guys remember, like at the beginning of I think December, the Isle released that teaser image of the Stegosaurus and what looked to be the Spinosaurus. That was like the first upload I did that started to really pop off. There were some I made, like my, you know what, we just won't even talk about them because they're cringy.
Well,
But there's some less than great ones. I've refined my craft. I've made some bad videos in my opinion,
Right.
And
But you've also
just
made
gotta
some good
work on
stuff.
it, get better at it.
But with that, though, probably want to just really thank you, Dustin, for being on the Cheesy North with us. Can we ask you, what did you think of your Cheesy North experience?
Shoot, I wouldn't mind it being longer.
Yeah.
You want to go for a little while longer yet?
Maybe next
We
time.
can
Do you think we
absolutely.
should do another episode next time and just make it longer?
If you guys want to wrap up, it is kind of getting late. I don't
Yeah.
mind coming back at all. In fact,
You think
maybe
you'd be on
I'll
another
feature
episode?
these guys on my channel, and then we'll come back
Yeah,
for
that'd be cool.
another one.
That'd
That'd be a
here
lot
on
of fun.
Cheesy
We
North.
could do it. We could do
That'd be
a,
awesome.
a three-way type thing.
But let me address chat here. I want to
Yeah,
get any
absolutely.
last
Let's catch
questions
up with
from
you
you
guys.
guys.
And then we'll say our farewells, and we just want to thank you all for being here.
Spore.
About Spore?
Spore.
Am I gonna do Spore again?
Yeah.
Yeah, just wait, I have a question, Simmo. Will you be continuing your Spore streams? It's been months since you did a Spore stream, and I enjoyed them a lot. Just for you, Wolfstar, we will. We'll go back to Spore. I've just been really hesitant about going on to like the tribal phase of the whole Spore thing.
Difficult.
Yeah, it just kind of intimidated me, but I'll get some advice from Digi and we'll run it again. To the cheesy boys and Simmo, how would you feel about pixel art of this podcast and stuff? That'd be amazing, chilling
I
with
question
nothing.
what pixel art is.
Yeah.
It's like-
I'm not
it's almost
entirely
like
sure.
making a low res picture.
Like picture like Super Nintendo graphics.
Yeah.
That's pixel art kind of.
Pixel art for the channel?
Where you can see the pixel.
Like pixel art for this podcast.
Yeah, it'd be like
Pixel
almost
art
like
version of you. Or
Fuck
for-
yeah! Any art version of me, dude. I would feel blessed to have somebody make an art
Absolutely.
version.
He hasn't had his.
I think
animated
down in the
head.
description we have a Discord, and if you want to leave, we have an art channel.
Yeah, we do have our Discord, and we do have an art category. If you guys want to join us on Discord, and like if you stick with the channel, you can definitely be part of what we got going on here. We'd love to
Absolutely.
see you there. Hop on Discord. We got plenty of warm, welcoming guests on there. We'd be happier than hell to see you there.
Absolutely.
how about an animated art for this podcast?
That would be even better. That would be awesome. That would be sweet.
And what would the cheesy boys be?
What would the cheesy boys be? As
What would
like,
you want to be animated as?
People?
People?
I mean, yeah.
A person, probably? Or an alligator? Snapping off?
Yeah, guys, if you want to drop
An
anything in
alligator doing
Discord,
clothes.
anything in
Yeah.
Discord, guys, I would love it. Much appreciated. You guys, if you guys want to make a little cheesy, like anything, just a block of
Anything,
cheese and
we
send
would-
it to me.
We're still so fresh.
Cheese with
in
mold on it.
We're still in the primordial muck. Anything you send us, we're gonna really appreciate.
Anything. Guys.
Honestly, if you
Much
guys want to see,
appreciated.
if you guys want to have your stuff appreciated, send it to us. 1,000 times love.
Absolutely.
Yep. And I got a question whether or not I'll play Ancestors again. I don't know. The game kind of got dull on me. I might revisit it. What really put the brakes on it though is like I pre-recorded a bunch of content, and then the first upload didn't do well. So my motivation to go back and continue editing was just dashed. So if I do continue the Ancestors playthrough, we're gonna jump forward a bit. So
Yeah.
that's probably a plus because that game takes so long.
Thank you, Kaylee, for posting the Discord and the link. Much appreciated.
You will play Ancestors.
I was gonna say, Digi's over here fucking getting demanding.
Love you guys. Thank you so much for all the support, guys.
Yes,
Much
honestly.
appreciated.
Just much appreciated. Yeah.
If you guys have any like topics you guys want us to bring up in the next podcast, drop that in the
Yeah, if
Discord.
Dustin's willing to do another podcast, we'd love to have him back here. And maybe, hey, if anybody that's here in the video with us wants or thinks they would be a good fit for a podcast, we'd love to have you.
Yeah, if we
We'd
do
love
like
to-
some
Dustin, you
coaching
were
or
talking
anything.
about maybe knowing some people, and
Yeah.
Absolutely.
you
I
just
would
get
love
at
to
us,
podcast
or
people.
Dustin can throw us your way, and anybody, everybody gets a podcast.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
You get a podcast, and you get a podcast.
Hey, thanks for popping in, AK Games. Good to see ya.
But I am really happy to have you here, Dustin. I much appreciate you being here.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind, going longer next time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
We should definitely do this again.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
next time I'll get you guys on my channel,
Yeah.
and then we can come back.
Yeah, then we
Do
can do
another
it
one
both
over
ways.
here.
We're flip, flop, flip, flop, I think that, with your following too, everybody who loves you so much, be a good way to let our
Advertise.
little podcast be known.
Get you a little bit of
We're
exposure.
trying.
I love it.
Everyone gets a podcast.
You get a podcast.
Hey, everybody, look under your chairs. There's a podcast under
If
there.
everybody just wants to look under their chairs quick, we've got a podcast for you and a podcast for you.
Spidey got me thinking
I
about
don't even
Oprah.
want a podcast. What am I going to do with one?
But yeah, we should probably
Carnage Time, Moza. Good suggestions, Digi. Imagine if us
Yeah.
viewers get a podcast. Yes. The
Hey.
chat podcast.
It could very well happen. We might
I'd
just do
watch
a
it.
chat podcast. Yeah.
All right, guys, let's do our outro. Ready to do an outro? All right.
Yes.
Well, thank y'all for being here. Thank you so much for being with the Cheesy North. There will be more in the future. Please join us in the next one. You guys are always welcome. Whatever questions you guys have, please fire them at us.
I
in
just
the
want to
next
double,
podcast.
triple, quadruple, quintuple it. Thank everybody for being here. It's not hard to have a good viewing with such a predominant man on our podcast with his shaky hand. But yeah, no, thank you guys for being here, Dustin. Thank you for being here.
Yes.
We love you so much.
Yeah, a lot of
We
fun.
love your content. I like all your videos. I'm a
And we
super
love all
fan,
of you
dude.
guys.
And we
Thank
love
you
all you. That's
so
the
much.
biggest thing. That's the
I don't even
biggest
like
thing.
Steve, but I like you guys.
I don't really like Chris.
Yeah.
This shit sucks.
I hate both of these guys.
Fucking Dustin hates us both. But no, thanks again for being here.
Go ahead, that.
Mac, thanks for being our guy in the chair. Dustin, I love
Remember
you.
to stay cheesy.
Stay cheesy. Until next time, Dustin, I love you and thank you for being on the podcast. And I thank you guys as well. And we're out. Goodbye.
Hold up.
Bye.
Goodbye. Oh, wait.
Before we go, guys, make sure to leave a like. Make
Yes.
sure to subscribe and ring that bell for more Cheesy North podcasts.
Cheesy North Podcast.
All right, love you. See you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.